come to college after crossing your 10th and 12th. In 10th and 12th, you are under school and very congenial atmosphere, and your principal always look after you, and you are pampered rather, I say so. But if you come to the college, then what happens? You will be pampered by yourself. No one will look after you. You will be responsible enough, you are independent, so you will look after yourself. So you are much more responsible. When you come to geography class, geography is very responsible because all are dependent on geography. Geography is the jack of all trades, but the next line is not true for geography. Geography is really the jack of all trades because geography deals with time and space, geography deals with soil, geography deals with physics, geography deals with botany, vegetation, etc. etc. So, if you know geography properly, you can analyze anything. So now we come to the earth. Main thing is the earth. Which earth? That earth which happens to be the dwelling place of human. So if we consider the earth, then we know how earth has happened, how it is the origin of earth, we know that. But now what happened? There is a revolutionary or evolution. Everything has evolution. Now we have the evolution, Darwin's theory. If we consider Darwin's theory, there is evolution. The same thing happens to earth also. It solidifies gradually and gradually. When it solidifies, there is a number of changes. A good number of changes is there. Oceans form, continents form, depressions forms, like this. So there is an evolution, and when it is evolution, then there is a reconstruction of evolutionary sequence. Reconstruction during through the events. If we consider those events, then we say it is geological events. Means from very starting age, it has come to evolutionary processes. So it looks like a clock. If we consider the geological time scale, this is the time scale. One phase, second phase, like in our Vedas and all these things we have said, Shatrayug, Dwapar, Kali, like this, Treta, like this. There is the events. According to that event, we classified that. So if we consider that the whole geological history of the earth, that has been divided into 5 eras. Eras mean the period, eras. Though that we consider from the younger one to the older one, because older one is very, very, very old. That time man did not exist. So we go from the newer to the older. So the newer era, newer age we consider as the Cenozoic group. Cenozoic means era of recent life. Cenozoic group means era of recent life. Then we go to the Mesozoic. Mesozoic group. That is the middle one. Medieval period, which I say, era of medieval period. Then we go to Proterozoic. We go to the Proterozoic, previous to Mesozoic, that is era of earlier life. And last one is the Archaeozoic. Archaeozoic is the very premeable life. Premeable period, like this, premeable life. Now this term also, this can we can say primary, that the Proterozoic primary, and the Mesozoic is middle, and the last one is the tertiary, and fourth is the quaternary. It is named as well in the name of the period. So what does Paleozoic means? Paleo means ancient. When you say Paleolithic, Paleostate, Paleo means ancient, and Zoic means German. From German it has come. Zoic means life. So Paleozoic means ancient life. Mesozoic means Meso in German is the middle. So it is the middle life. Cainozoic is the kainos. Kainos means new. German name kainos means new. So new life, new era. So in that way, these are the eras. I said clock. Why do I say clock? In a clock, there is a hour period. There is minute. There is a second. So there is a hour hand. There is a minute hand. There is a second hand. Like this eras is divided into the several periods. That period is also divided with epochs. So in that way, that clock moves. So we start from the newer one. So if I consider as that the clock, first is era. Era is Neozoic. If I say I shall go to one table. I shall go to one table. First is the era. First is era. Era is Neozoic. Neozoic means absolutely new. Absolutely new. Now the period is quaternary. Quaternary. Okay? And then if we go to the period, then definitely we go to the epochs. Then we go to the epochs. In the epoch, there is a two things. One is Holocene or post-glacial. This is Holocene epoch. Holocene or post-glacial. And other is Pleistocene. Other is Pleistocene. These two are the Mesozoic era. Now we will go to the Cainozoic. This is we call tertiary. This means there is a Cainozoic period is tertiary and there are epochs. That is first one from lower to older to newer one. Older one is Eocene. Next is Oligocene. Next is Miocene and the Pliocene. These are the three epochs. And this starts from starting time is 11,000 million years. From 11,000 million years to 70,000 million years it goes on. So this is the tertiary period. Next come to the Mesozoic era. Mesozoic era, the period is secondary. Now the epoch consists of Triassic period, Jurassic period and the Cretaceous. Triassic is the older one and the Cretaceous is the newer one. So it starts from the 225 billion to 135 billion years. So this is the starting period from, and duration Triassic period duration is 45 million years. Starts from Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous. Jurassic, the name Jurassic is very familiar to us because dinosaurs has been extinct. So we are familiar with the cinema, Jurassic Park and all these things. Next come the Paleozoic or the primary. Paleozoic is the era, primary is the period. Now that period has been divided into epochs, that is from older to newer one. Cambrian period, then Ordovician, then the Silurian epochs. These are epochs: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous and Permian. These are the six epochs. So they starts from 600 million to last about 270 million. All last 600 million, last Cambrian, Ordovician last 500 million, like this. Then comes pre-Paleozoic. Paleozoic is ancient, so pre-Paleozoic there is only one, that is pre-Cambrian or Algonquian. And the last one is Azoic or Archean, that is called Archean age. So these are the clock, like the hour hand, the minutes hand and the second hand. But these whole things, they persist, they last long period. And man has come very lately. Very earlier, there is no traces of life. After that, small amoeba, then plant, then animal life, then man. Man is the last creation of the universe. But this is the thing. This table you should be remembered. Otherwise, you cannot go on analysis of the geographical landform analysis you cannot go, because there are several rocks which come from the Cretaceous period, which come from the Jurassic period, which come from the Cambrian period. Until and unless you know this, you cannot go on to on that analysis part. But above that, all these periods and epochs, Pleistocene age is very important. Pleistocene epoch. Why Pleistocene? The Pleistocene epoch extends from 1 million to 10,000 years before this BP, during which major areas of the northern hemisphere were covered with extensive ice sheets, followed by fall in sea level. So this period is known as Pleistocene Ice Age, comprised of 4 glacial and 4 interglacial periods. One glacial period is there. Glacial means all are covered with ice, and then there will be certain extent there is no glacier. The temperature goes on reducing or goes on increasing. After that there will be another glacial period. So in between glacial period there is an interglacial period, that is called interglacial period. So this period is known as the Pleistocene with 4 glacial, 4 interglacial period. And all Earth is covered with ice. After that, and that period, from that period, after that period, there is the extinction of the dinosaurs. There is no traces of the dinosaurs. This is the extreme Pleistocene Ice Age is the milestone of our geography. If we consider about the Pleistocene Ice Age or the ice sheet area, the remnants of the glaciers we can found in the continental continents also. Frequently we found the glaciers which are the remnants of the Pleistocene Ice Age. And the present period is called the post-Pleistocene or Holocene period. That Holocene period, the present life forms come. So we consider the animal domiciles are there, man are there. So this is called the Holocene period. And this Holocene period, nowadays this Holocene period is the recent period, and post-glacial period is considered as the Holocene period. And this time we are goes on Holocene period, and Tripura, this northeast region, that is called the Neozoic area. Neozoic area means very new. So if we see the telas, which we say telas, that is anticlines, underlying structure is also anticlines. Tela underlying structure is anticlines. If we go to the Lunga, the underlying structure is syncline. There are anticlines and synclines. The Tripuras, Tilas and Lungas are also anticline and syncline. So until and unless we go for the geological time scale and geological structures, we cannot analyze the overlying relief features. So geological time scale is very important, because each epoch, each period, each era has given the imprint of the earth. So if we consider each period, each epoch, each eras, we can go for the analysis. So thank you so much. Geological time scale is very important. We go on taking the learn and the mark it. First the mark it. Go on marking. That will be helpful for you. Thank you.